budget and the budget that candidate Emmer is talking about in terms of the deficit, the Minnesota state deficit?
Well, if I understand it correctly, Representative Emmer has proposed one part of his budget solution, and it's part of a 3 or 4 part rollout. And the first part that he proposed recently was reductions in the business tax rate in Minnesota, as well as some exemptions from business income for small and medium-sized businesses. And those proposals are very similar to what I proposed in the state of the state, as well as in some other announcements over the last few years.
He seems to deny the idea that there is a deficit at all. Your thoughts on that?
Well, if you look at the way the budget is done in Minnesota, it looks at some estimation of automatic increases in spending. And so I think Representative Emmer is correct in saying we shouldn't budget, and this is something I've said, and in fact had a proposal to fix it. We shouldn't budget based on some bureaucracy's projection that certain spending is going to be on autopilot, and then define the deficit as if you don't have the revenues based on big increases in projected spending, that that's a deficit. I think we should budget based on the money that we actually have available and force the legislature and the governor to live within that amount of money. And right now the system is very broken. We have revenues that we know what they'll be, but we have spending that's on autopilot. And certain spending gets special treatment. It's automatically increased. And so, but the tax cuts, for example, don't get similar treatment. Why don't we put those on autopilot and schedule them to decrease every year and then have an apples to apples treatment of both spending and taxes. But I think the better way to do it is to take a look at the revenues that we already have in the door in the current budget cycle and have the spending be within that means. And Representative Emmer has pointed out what I've pointed out for years, which is we shouldn't have part of state government spending on autopilot. And we have big projected spending increases, and they need to be reined in. That's what he's talking about.